Hey guys. Wow. Hey guys, welcome back to day 13. So today I want to kind of change up back behind me and some of the lighting in the room, in my studio, to essentially make myself pop more, but also change the background. So I don't like how bright it is back there and how noticeable it is. Again, make me pop more. So we're gonna be doing that, and just that's the overall goal. I've always kind of struggled with this, but mainly because of studio size. So I have a little bit bigger studio than I'm used to. Like when I lived in some other places, we typically rented, and it was a small little room, and I put my studio in there. So I have to use like these wide lenses and wouldn't get the shallow depth of field. I'll kind of show you guys really briefly. I have this camera right here, the FX30. We'll take a look at what I can have set up. Don't judge me too much. It is a mess right now. So it's messy because I don't know if you guys know this, but since I started this challenge, we've been doing the 21 days of prayer and fasting at my work, and I've had to work every single day of that. So 14 days so far, 13, 14 days so far. So I'm a little behind on these. I started these a little bit later, that I've had to work. And then, and then I make these videos when I get home, right? So I work most of the day, get home, and I have to leave like 4:30 to get to work. And then I get home and I make these videos. So today we are going to change this up behind me. So I got a couple ideas. I'm thinking, so I have a light over here, a light over here. It's a tube light over here, actually, believe it or not. I really like how that tube light, and it controls the light a lot better. So it's not casting on the background there, where this one over here might be casting. Is a giant softbox. And then I've got one, I'm going to show you guys all this in the FX30 right here. And then I've got a softbox back here kind of shooting this way. And actually right now it's pointed directly at the wall. It's not even pointed at me. It's like pointed, I'll show you guys in a sec. Because I just took them down because I had to shoot. So I had to use all my lights. So I had to take all my lights down, and I just set them back up yesterday. And so I've got shoots going on as well, like outside of my standard work. So I've been crazy busy lately, and I don't know why I chose to do this 21-day challenge during this period of time. It makes no sense to me. Petting my dead cat. All right, let's take a look at the studio real quick, and then I'm going to show you guys what I'm changing and what I'm going to do to hopefully make this better. And I'm thinking I'm going to widen my angle out on the camera. I like I've put my arms down here on the table. Like my arms just kind of like disappear. I could raise the table up just a little bit. I might do that. It's a standing desk, but I gotta plug it in the wall. So let's get started. Remodel. Okay guys, hopefully I'm decently exposed right now, and the softbox that's directly facing the desk is right here. So we have this softbox that it's casting a lot of light. So softbox there, and then desk there, wall there. So it's casting a lot of light back on that wall, obviously. And it's, look at it, like, just hit Pelican case. See how it's just pointing like directly at that wall? That's Pelican case I hit. That's Nala. That's Malos. This is my messy floor. As you can see, my cable management could be a lot better. Got all my stuff running into my switcher board right here. And then we got these two podcast mics. The mouse, this is kind of like my whole setup that you guys typically see facing this way, right? That's my editing computer over there, typically, like my desktop. And I use a 55-inch QLED TV for like monitoring, and I got two monitors over there too. So this is my basement, basically. And then this is actually the side you haven't seen. This is like our podcast setup. So I feel like sitting over here, like my wife and I want to do a podcast, do something like this, probably more zoomed in. Like we'd probably have two cameras. One facing, I don't even know how I would do that. See, it's not a pretty backdrop there, but I've kind of accepted the fact that it's okay to see some of like that. I think it actually looks all right, kind of cool. Used to be a cyclist, got a bunch of those, MSU Denver thing. That's a giant hole in my wall I just did. I've been trying to remodel my house. We just put the pellet stove in. So this guy, like over fall, that vents upstairs to our bedroom, so that hole in the wall. I'll put a grate over that eventually. I hope you guys can hear me well enough. I'm right behind the mic. But that's this is my stop pre-post. I don't know if you guys ever saw this. You guys probably haven't seen the close-up. I'm trying to put more stuff on this wall, but you gotta be careful because the pellet stove, obviously hot, it'll burn posters and stuff. I'm trying to get too close to that. It's probably as close as I want to get. Maybe we can get something a little more fireproof on the wall right there. I feel like it needs a little bit more. I'm not gonna do that today. but it's a thought, right? So yeah, this is what I use. This switcher board is how I switch all my angles and where I connect everything. That's why I had audio issues yesterday. So because I can only go through fade to black. So I'm like really struggling over here. So, gosh. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Keep pressing that button. So yeah, I had audio issues because it all ran through one channel through this guy. So next time I do something like that, I will probably have to figure something else out. Probably do like run things through here and then record on the camera right there. That's the camera that records. That's the FX3 on my tripod right there. This is like my workbench here. Like I guess attached to my hand. That is the giant softbox. That's laundry I haven't got around to. That's the giant softbox. That's a poster of me running that I got from my athletes. Yeah, I'm super humble over here. You guys can't even see it. But yeah, so I coach, by the way, track and field. That was me trying to run a sub 4-minute mile. That is my giant softbox that kind of was supposed to be my key light, but now I think it's more my fill light. And there's that tube right there that kind of gives me light. So what are we gonna do? I have another light sitting right there, my last one that's not really small. That's going to become my key light, or not my key light, my kicker light, okay? So make me stand up in the background a little bit more. I'm going to probably replace that softbox right there with, let me go grab it. It's gonna be real dark over here. One of these guys, I'm thinking, might narrow the light a little bit, and I think it's far enough away where it's not gonna be, not gonna need a softbox to soften the light, so it'll be far enough. I don't know, maybe not. We'll see. I just need something to kind of fill. You know what? Maybe I don't even need that light. We're gonna play with it. We're gonna see if I need the light or not. So I'm gonna turn it off, and we'll play with that. So I'll go sit back down, turn it off. See if I feel like I need it. If I do, I might throw this guy on to control it, angle it right at me. And then that's probably what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try that, just angling this directly at me. And everything's super dusty because of the pellet stove. Not advised for camera rooms, but that's the fan right here that's supposed to get rid of the dust and doesn't do a very good job. So I'm working on it. All right, now you guys can see my pretty face again soon here. Okay, so essentially what I just did is I turned off that front light. Man. How to get it to go off of fade to black auto. Would you stop? There we go. Cut. All right. Yeah, it's pretty dark, but this monitor's not great that I have here, but it does have false color, and you can see that. You can't see, but I can see. I can see that I definitely need more exposure on myself. So I feel like I need to put the dish on that light up there. I could blast this tube light more, but actually I don't think I can. It might be at 100%, but I feel like that's gonna start blowing out this like side or like right here too and everything. So I do want to put a little dome guy on that light right there that's in front of me, and then I'm gonna put up the kicker as well. So I'll probably show you guys after I set those up. I'm not gonna show you guys. Like, I'm not gonna set up light and just film that. Like, that just doesn't make any sense to me. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm probably crazy overexposed right now, but not too bad. So, the background's looking a little bit darker, kind of how I want it. I don't want to do color in the background because I like just like simple looks to it. I don't like these colored lights. Personally, I think it looks cheesy. I mean, I know like all the YouTubers do it. I kind of like the modern look without all the lights. I don't know. That's kind of my thought process. So I set up a kicker. Can you tell if it's hit me? I'll turn off the Sidus lights or the aperture lights because that one's a GVM light. It was my first light. And then we can kind of compare the differences. So I can see. So that's how I normally do. Like I normally want to set up my kicker behind me. before I get all these other lights done. So my cat is like wrecking havoc. Is that how you say it? Wrecking havoc. But I like to get my kicker set up first so I know it's hitting my shoulders, and I can kind of see it right here on this shoulder a little bit, but I feel like maybe it needs to be brighter or something. We'll play around with it. So I raised up the lights. I'm switching over cameras here. Raised this light up and moved it forward so it missed that ledge a little bit. So now it's a little bit higher, so it should not have to cast directly on me and then cast on the back wall back here. This is where the kicker is. It's going to cause problems because it's right next to my desk. I'm just going to have to move the light every time, which would be a little bit of a pain, but oh well. I only have limited space, right? So this is what I'm dealing with, what I have. So let me go ahead and change those. I'll leave this camera on the table so you guys can see me kind of adjusting. Maybe that's not gonna work. You guys can see me adjusting. Oh, here. I'm gonna adjust this kicker so you guys can see me back here. You're just gonna see my butt. And I get the cat off my light. Okay, so it's gonna be very dark and spooky. But I'm just doing this so I can see where my light's hitting. It's not bad. I'm gonna probably raise the intensity. Mallow, stop. My dog's been a pain. So let's go with 33 and just kind of see what that does. So you guys should now see, when I sit down, I'm gonna have this very dramatic effect, right? It's not bad. It gives a little bit of light right there. So now let's turn on the other lights and then we can adjust all of our other lights with the Sidus app. I might go adjust the one right there. I don't know though. Let's adjust it with the Sidus app and then I might go adjust that. So I'll show you guys what the Sidus app kind of looks like. All right, so I'm gonna turn back on some lights. So that's gonna be, if you guys look at my other light or my other camera right now. I'll switch between the two. That's gonna be my, it says right main, ignore all the labels. And then I'm gonna add in this one. There we go. And then this last one right here. So now I've got all my lights on, and then now I can kind of tell. Let me lower my ISO now. If I turn my false color here, you can see I'm pretty bright in my opinion. So I don't like to be quite that bright. I like to just take it a couple notches down. I like a little bit more green on this side of my face right here. So to do that, I'm actually gonna have to, let's start by dropping down this light right here. So I'll bring this light up slowly and I'm gonna show you guys on this. There you go. That's a good enough fill, I think. And I'll show you guys once we're done here. The pink's okay on the other side, but my fill light, let's mess with that just a little bit. Little pink's okay right there. Okay, I kind of like that. I don't know if let's turn this off to see if my kicker is working. There we go, the kicker's not bad. So now look at the difference and how differentiated I am from the background. I mean, I don't know why I'm showing on this camera. Look at this, look at the screen, look at the screen of the screen. So, that monitor, okay, so switching over mics. That monitor right there that I was showing you isn't super accurate, so I'm gonna have to see what it looks like when I pop it in my editing software. It's a really cheap monitor. It's just what I use for my like live stream stuff. So when I get color dialed in, sometimes I have to like come back and forth. One thing I forgot to show you guys, I don't know if you guys can see this. So I got my app right here. You can actually save these if you go to quick shots. Up here, there's plus sign. There's a little plus sign, and then you can just like save the quick shot. So I'm gonna save this, and it kind of loads all your lights, and you go save to quick shots. I'm gonna call this my studio for YouTube. You can also create different scenes as well and everything. So, yeah, that's kind of like, I kind of like this look a little bit more because it takes a lot of the attention away from the background and really pushes it more on me. I feel like the kicker might be just a touch too bright, so I'm probably gonna drop that down real quick and I'll be right back. I almost want my kicker to almost just like not even be there. Like that gives me just a little bit of definition there. You can kind of see it. I'm gonna go back I'm gonna go down just a little bit more. I gotta show you guys something. My cat and my dog are playing. Sorry, these moments. Gotta capture these moments, right? They're actually playing. They're not fighting. Trust me. You playing, bud? I'm gonna go attack my other dog. Excuse me. Ow. Okay, we're basically back where we started with the kicker. But I have that front fill light that I brought down, so that's probably why like the back kicker or like the hair light or whatever you want to call it was a little bit brighter looking. So yeah, I mean that's kind of the setup. We're gonna try it out for a little bit. We're trying it for a couple days. I really wanted to do something that was a little bit maybe a little quicker, but I don't think it's not gonna be quicker. I'm gonna have to pop all this in the editing software and then edit it, like drop all the files because I use 2 cameras and all that in my editing software. But yeah, I mean that's my I gave you guys a little tour and also showed you guys how I kind of set up my lights to kind of get that background darker and less noticeable and kind of make myself pop instead of just kind of throwing my lights together as quick as possible, like what I was doing for the first 12 days or whatever. So all right, cool. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did enjoy, like and subscribe. Sorry about the audio issues yesterday. That was pretty insane. I was tired, honestly. Like I did all the audio stuff and then I popped in editing software. I'm like, oh shoot, I ran it all through it all goes through the same channel. I'm used to having multiple channels of audio to work with. So yeah, I mean, you live, you learn, right? So yeah, like, subscribe if you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys day 14. All right, Dave, see you guys. Oh, I don't even hit this anymore. It's recording on the actual camera.